Hey, what's up guys? It's Smasher, and today I'm bringing you part 3 of 4 in my series on Ghost Recon Future Soldier class usage. In this series, I'm giving you guys tips and tricks how to use each individual class to their fullest and how to basically work out the best scenario for your class as well as your teammates using your class in its most effective nature. So in this video, I am running the turret. You'll see here that I put the turret down in a choke point and I'm letting the turret do the work. Now, one thing I also want to point out in this section here too, real quick, and we'll touch back on it later, is look and watch when your teammates are throwing sensors out. Typically, there's at least 2 or 3 engineers on a team. Make sure that you use your sensors after theirs has already run out. Worst thing I hate seeing is seeing a bunch of engineers just spam a bunch of sensors at once instead of using them for the entire length. So, back to this class. First thing I want to talk about here is this entire usage of the turret. Now, the turret, let me preface this in saying you have a few different equipment options. One is the computer, which arms very quickly. Some people like that. I don't particularly care for it. I prefer to support my team in other ways, and one of them being with the turret, the other one being the UAV. Now, the UAV usage is so important that is the 4th video in my series that I'm doing on this game. So it's getting its own video. It may be short, but you know it's going to be covering how to use a UAV because I think it's underused, and then I think people don't really understand how to use it correctly, and they screw it up constantly. So anyways, that's a whole other video. So here I am running the L22. I'm playing with the Ghost. Once I got to level 50, I actually used the L22 for both classes now. I don't know, for those of you who don't know, when you get to level 50, you can pick one gun from each class that's available to both side. Or, sorry, not from each class. One gun from each side, each faction, however you want to see it, the Russians and the Ghosts. So I took the L22 and it's available both my Russians and my Ghosts now. I did use the shotguns quite a bit. I think the shotguns are very effective tools, but I think that you need to play very up close and personally and not in a support role like I am here. I feel that the engineers is best placed in a support role, backing up the teammates, throwing sensors, and putting out turrets strategically in order to funnel the enemy in certain directions so that your teammates will be able to get them quickly. I do not think that, some people may run engineer and they got the computer on and a shotgun and they're up there playing close, and I personally don't care for doing it in that method. But, you know, it is an effective means of playing engineer as well. I've seen folks do it very, very well in the past. How should you play the engineer? I like to sit back from my enemies a little bit here. As you can see, right here, I'm going to set up, the enemy's coming from my front left there and directly in front of me. So I'm going to stick a turret out here and I'm going to set up camp. Now this is the best case scenario for you to do. Now my buddy, don't think that I'm leaving this guy out to dry. He is in my squad and I'm actually telling him, hey, move over here so our turret can protect us. There's no reason for both of us to die. Now, I'm all for healing your teammates, and I really believe that you should take the opportunity, heal your teammates as much as possible. Now, it gives you a lot of points, but it puts you both at odds of it. If an enemy comes around the corner, he's going to smoke both of you. Now, having you two of you out of the fight of a team of 6 is a pain. It could end up being disastrous for you. Right here, yeah, I'm gonna try and tase this guy. I didn't think he was looking at me. I did get the tase, if you saw there at the end, but he ended up killing me. Now, tasing, I'm gonna tell you, tasing is as I said in the last 2 videos, is the most important part of this in offensive weapon of all 3 classes. When you tase somebody, not only is it very beneficial for you points-wise for you guys that want to rank your classes up, but it is also exceptionally beneficial to your teammate. If you are taking an objective and your teammate's trying to take an objective and you hack the other team, you put them at an insane disadvantage. Everybody on their team is spotted. Doesn't matter if they're indoors, outdoors, cloaked. what have you. They are spotted and they are in trouble because it only takes a couple bullets to kill in this game. And not only can they tell where you're at, but they can tell your physical orientation, where your body's pointed, what you're looking at, what corner you're behind. It is really, really bad to get hacked. It's like the worst thing in this game you could do for your team is allow yourself to get hacked. So, anytime you have an opportunity to hack somebody in this game, I think it's worth dying over if you have an opportunity to do it. If you fail and you die, hey, what the heck, at least you tried. Do I think you should run around the entire game just doing that? No. But, it is definitely something that you guys should consider. So, sensors. Throw the heck out of them sensors, guys. Just toss them things everywhere. Hook up with an assault guy, get some ammo, spam those sensors. What's it good for? This is an epic sensor throw. You guys like that? That was totally the worst sensor I think I've ever thrown in my entire life. As you can see here, real quick point. If you look around, I got my turret doing the one hallway. I look down behind me. My guy's got the bottom staircase. I ran over and I grabbed the objective. Now, as an engineer, I think it takes a little more preparation. Make sure you got assault guys covering you, and then, because I really think the ideal person to arm objectives in this game is the sniper. Sniper can go invisible. He's harder to shoot. He's got a lower profile than everybody else. I think he's the ideal person. But second to them, it should be the engineer. And like I said in the assault video, assault guys should never be arming the objective. They should be protecting everybody who's arming the objective. But in this happenstance, it was a smart move. Now, as far as the hacking computer goes, man, if you got that hacking computer, get down on it. And for those of you guys who don't know, I want to explain real quick the confidence booster on there. Now, when you're taking an objective, you'll see a couple of bars to the left of the progress bar there on the objective. Now, what that is, sidebar here real quick. If you see an enemy, get real close to him, spam the heck out of that X button, you'll win every time. Even if he's shooting at you, you pull him out of it and kill him 9 times out of 10. Anyways, so what the confidence booster is it's little bars next to that level indicator. Now, those little bars are tell how many people around you, quote unquote, building confidence, and it also affects how fast that progress bar moves. So if you are somebody who's there by yourself, it's going to go slower. Now, if you happen to have I'm sure you guys have played those guys that had a computer on and then had like 3 guys next to them, and then all of a sudden you're just they arm the objective in like 3 seconds. That's because they had 3 confidence boosters on them. And it's very important that you guys take note of that. When somebody's taking an objective, get up close to them and protect them, and you'll also get confidence booster points for those of you guys who need points. So, again, grab the weapon of your choice, but play the weapon that you're using smart. You can sit back a little further and set up turrets with the submachine guns. I do not recommend running shotguns and turrets. I think that's really a bad combination. The turret requires you to do a certain amount of camping. And if you're running a shotgun, you can't really camp. You either need to be very active or you need to be playing up close and front. There's not much room for playing very up front if you got a turret, because you should be letting your turret do most of the work and then picking off what your turret doesn't. Man, I don't know why I decided to put that down there. I thought I was gonna score some free kills, but I guess not. So, and then again too, if you guys didn't know, right here I put the turret down in the wrong way. You can pick your turret back up. Go to it, hold X, and pick that bad boy back up. Now, again, I like to force them down choke points with the thing, and do it that way. Now, as an engineer, one big point I'd like to make is you should always be on the front lines unless you're in a UAV. There's no other reason that you should be in back doing anything with the engineer. Get your ass up to the front, be productive, throw sensors out to light people up so that your buddies can see them. You see all those guys down there? I can't pick them off, but the snipers, they're going to be in heaven right there. Throw those sensors out far. Let your snipers pick them off from across the map. Be smart how you're doing it. Now, if you pulse the trigger on these submachine guns, a lot of times you can take these guys out like that from across the entire map and make them rage. But you know, that's just another thing. They can be very effective. You can't do that with the shotgun for sure. So pick your battles. So anyways, video's pretty much coming to a close here. Guys, throw your own tips down on the bottom there. Anything that I failed to mention, definitely would like to hear it. This is the third video in the series, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I noticed that the first two are definitely helping folks out a lot, and I'm glad. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.